Good morning, I'm Danielle Knox, and welcome to The Balancing Act. Today, the latest trends in health insurance are changing the behavior of Americans. We'll tell you how. And is your grass really green? An eco-friendly alternative that will save you water and save you some money. All this and more today on The Balancing Act. Well, there are many priorities when Americans talk about health reform, and not everybody has the same priorities, especially when they're considering different plans for themselves and their families. For example, a woman's reproductive and breast health usually requires seeing more specialists, which can drive up a woman's health care cost. According to a Kaiser Family Foundation poll, at the top of the list, almost two-thirds of U.S. adults cite lowering the costs of health care and health insurance as their top priority for the president and Congress to reform. Well, Brian Clark is here with us today to discuss ways to make health insurance more personal, and he's president of the lead marketing group for HealthMarkets. Brian, thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
According to a recent study in 2007, Americans are extremely concerned about the cost of health care, so they're making some changes, Brian, that I guess can be both good and bad.
Yeah, it's true. The study that you mentioned, 81% of the people that responded are actually trying to take better care of themselves because of the high cost of health care, which is a good thing. The bad thing is because of the high cost, some people are actually avoiding going to the doctor.
And I know HealthMarkets did a survey recently. They found that only 1 in 3 Americans say they've discussed healthcare treatment costs with their doctor, and only 17% said, hey, I want a lower price.
Yeah, that's true. And what's interesting about that is that the people that actually did ask for a lower price usually got it. So it's always in your best interest to really try to negotiate your health care costs.
The fact that people now are being much more proactive in their health care opens up the doors to a lot of options. Talk a little bit about what some of those options are in health care and some of the plans being offered by insurance companies.
Yeah, some of the plans that are now being offered are a wide range of plans, and you have everything from sort of limited benefit plans all the way to, high-end catastrophic plans. One of the trends that's happening is people are really shopping for their health insurance. Right. And, even people that get insurance through their employer are actually shopping to see if there might be a better alternative for them. And so companies like HealthMarkets are having to respond to people's needs and really be able to create personalized plans for people.
Brian, what are some of the main things that people should consider when shopping for a health insurance plan? Because for a lot of people it's Greek. They don't really understand it.
Right. It is confusing. So the first thing that we always recommend is really write down the things that are most important to you. Whether it's a deductible level or the doctors that are in the network, those kinds of things. Really write those things down. The second thing that we always recommend is, talk to a licensed insurance agent, because an insurance agent can explain things to you, And then, the third thing is it's really critical that you not only understand what is covered in the policy, but what's not covered. And that's where a licensed insurance agent really comes into play, because they can help you understand where some gaps may be in your coverage.
Well, talk to me a little bit about what are some of the insurance plans that your company offers.
We offer some limited benefit plans as well as catastrophic and HSA type plans. And the thing at HealthMarkets is we give people the opportunity to personalize their plans. So for example, you could take a catastrophic plan or an HSA plan and then add some things onto it like life insurance or
so the
critical
catastrophic
care.
Plan then would be what, and the HSA plan would be what? Catastrophic is just covering major
right.
illness.
The thing about a catastrophic plan is it allows someone to have some lower monthly premiums.
Okay.
But it also gives them the peace of mind that should they have a serious illness, it would be covered. HSA plans are great because they offer some tax advantages for people.
So, Brian, if people want to find out more information, where can they go to do that?
They can find us at healthmarkets.com.
All right, Brian, we appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And coming up next, how green is your grass really? An eco-friendly alternative. Stay tuned. All right, good morning. Welcome back, everybody. Could your grass be greener? Well, fact is, when you break down the tens of thousands of gallons of water you use every year just to water your lawn, then consider the other elements like pesticides, weed killers, and of course the emissions from gas-powered lawnmowers, you might just need to rethink how green your green is. As more and more neighborhoods face water restrictions and we become more concerned about air and water pollution, there may be a need for a good water-saving, environmentally conscious alternative. I'm here right now with Greg Gaynor, president of New Grass, to talk about an eco-friendly artificial grass solution for your home. Hi, Greg. Thanks for being with us.
Hi, it's a pleasure to be here.
You know, when I think of artificial grass, I think of very plastic, very green, very not realistic looking. But New Grass is completely different, isn't it? And it's environmentally friendly.
Yes, New Grass has a 100% eco-friendly pledge. It starts with the product itself. Our New Grass water conservation measures, we have clients that save on average over 50,000 gallons of water per year.
Amazing.
70% of your water bill is spent on keeping your real grass green. The second, our New Grass product itself.
It's a great product. Let's hold it up.
Thank you very much. The backing is a soybean-based derivative, so we have a bio-based solution to the traditional or old-style urethane petroleum-based backing. The blades of New Grass not only look and feel real, they're 100% polyethylene, which makes them recyclable as well.
And that's the thing. I know you folks out there, you can't feel it, but it really does feel very, very real. It's very environmentally friendly as well. But in addition to saving water, there are some other environmental benefits from installing New Grass, right?
Absolutely. The second is our carbon offset pledge. For every square foot of New Grass that's installed, we make a donation to the Carbon Fund, a leading nonprofit fighting the war on global warming.
The other thing is, for a lot of folks, you know, eco-friendly might mean no weeds, no grass stains, no mud from kids tracked into the house, so that's a big benefit of it as well.
Exactly. We've eliminated the soil. It is very clean and green. We also have eliminated allergy-borne particles.
Sure.
We found an excellent solution for autistic children. By putting in New Grass, we've eliminated a source of allergies for them.
Is it easy to clean up?
It's very easy. If your pet goes on it, you can scoop it up, hose it down. Once again, clean and green.
Greg, who would you say is your biggest, very quickly, your biggest New Grass client right now?
Right now, it's the homeowner that is tired of mowing, and in addition to is concerned about the groundwater waste from fertilizers, pesticides, and any poisons used in insect control.
Installation and delivery pretty easy?
Yes, it is. We remove the existing sod, bring in a base, lay out the New Grass, and we're finished with the installation, other than an optional infill, which we call green fill.
How long does it last and how affordable is it?
Yes, it lasts 10 years with a manufacturer's warranty, and it ranges in price from $379 to $599 a square foot.
If our viewers want to find out more about installing New Grass, where can they go?
Please visit newgrass.com.
All right. And very quickly, we do want to mention something wonderful you're doing. We're doing a really great set in our backyard by Backyard Adventures. And guess what? New Grass is providing the grass underneath that play set. So that's going to be great for us this summer.
Yes, it's beautiful. I've seen it and it looks great.
We appreciate you so much, Greg. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me here.
Greg Gaynor, president of New Grass.
An estimated 64% of Americans are overweight, and as the weather gets warmer and bathing suit season rolls in, people start looking for ways to shed those extra pounds. Well, joining me today is my colleague once again, Kathy Peterson. How are you?
I'm good.
We're at our favorite topic, food. And are you doing anything to prepare for bathing suit season?
Every single day.
Yeah, you're a Floridian. You've got to be in shape. Well, here to tell us about a safe and healthy way to maintain a balanced diet, lose weight, and keep it off is bariatric and weight management specialist Dr. Caroline Cedarquist. How are you?
Wonderful.
Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Why is it so important that we maintain a healthy diet?
Because carrying excess body fat puts us at risk for medical conditions, including high blood pressure, diabetes, certain cancers, and even infertility. So it's important.
Now, we all want to eat right, but what can we do to get started?
Well, I find that most people do want to eat right, but because our lives are so busy and hectic, we rely on convenience food, restaurant food. And even if we order the healthiest thing on the menu, it ends up having extra fat, extra sodium, and extra calories.
It takes a lot of effort to read all the food labels, to come home and cook up a beautiful, nutritious meal. What do busy moms like us do?
Exactly. That's why I created Bistro MD. I used it based on 10 years of clinical practice helping patients lose weight. What we found is that it's just very hard for people to get that all done. What I found is I know how to help people lose weight, but it's not enough that it just have all the right ingredients. We want it to taste great. So we've worked with chefs to come up with real, wonderful, balanced menus that people will enjoy eating.
Now, these Bistro MD comes frozen meals a week at a time, about 20 meals, right?
Yes.
And let's talk about what some of the selections you have today, because this sure doesn't look like diet food.
It looks good to me.
This is an example of a breakfast here, egg white omelet with a vegetarian sausage and fruit. This is another one, a sweet roll that actually has added protein, and we actually serve it with a protein hot cocoa.
I hear you talk about protein and protein in the hot cocoa. You really think dieters need a lot of extra protein, right?
It's based on medical fact. When you're trying to lose weight, you need more protein, otherwise your body will break down its own muscle tissues to meet the need, and then you don't lose weight. So we don't want to starve people, we want them to have the nutrients they need so their body will allow weight loss.
So a lunch, high protein lunch choice would be?
It's a Bali chicken, long grain rice, and vegetables. This is actually a dessert, a cheesecake, which actually is only 80
I'll fight you over that one.
Is that a high protein cheesecake?
It is indeed.
It is?
Yes.
80 calories.
These are one of our entrees. This is a herb encrusted mahi mahi with, again, long grain rice and vegetables.
Beautiful.
And then a cranberry stuffed chicken breast with a cranberry chutney, mixed vegetable blend, and carrots, broccoli.
And we should also say you get some snacks,
Snacks.
okay? And these are even protein chips, protein
bars.
bars. There's a theme here.
Yes, people need to eat adequate lean protein throughout the day in order for the body to allow them to lose weight. You do not need to starve yourself in order to lose weight. And in fact, most women when they diet don't eat enough, and they certainly don't eat enough of the right things, which is why they don't get progress, they don't get success.
So this looks really delicious, but is it really low calorie?
It is indeed. It's a reduced calorie diet, but more important than that, it's the right mix of the macronutrients, the protein, carbohydrates, and fat that I have found through experience and research really allows people to lose fat, not just weight, but body fat.
Specifically body fat. That's the good news that people want to hear. Okay, where can we go to find out? Because I need to sign up.
Yeah, bistromd.com.
I have some kids to feed. These are good for kids too, right?
Yes, my children eat them, absolutely. If you go to bistromd.com, you can actually get a free diet analysis, and you do not have to sign up for a long period of time. Try it for a week and see if you love it as much as we do.
And it's pretty affordable, right?
Yes, it is, about $20 a day.
Created by a physician who specializes in weight loss. Thanks for being with us. And I'm Dr. Wendy Walsh, reminding you to watch The Balancing Act every weekday morning here on Lifetime Television. Hey, and don't forget to check out thebalancingact.com. We'll be right back.
Ladies, did you know that July is National Bikini Month? Well, it is, and every year, fashion designers, supermodels, and celebrities come together in South Florida for a sneak peek of the upcoming Fashion Week swimwear event. We go now to Miami Beach, and joining us to talk about the summer's hottest styles is Red Carter, who has designed swimsuits for supermodels like Heidi Klum. Hey, Red, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, thanks for having me.
First off, what is it like to design swimwear for celebrities? Are they different than the rest of us?
Well, I'll tell you, they have a lot of demands, but we're so happy to work with them. It's been a great adventure. One of my favorite customers is actually Heidi Klum. She's just beautiful.
Of course she is. Well, you know, everybody loves the summertime because of the sun, but it also means putting on that bathing suit. I have to tell you, I've dreaded it. A lot of people dread it, of course. Knowing that every body type is different, what are some tips that you can give us in choosing just the right outfit?
Excellent. Well, today we're actually going to show a few body tips, not just for fashion, but for the everyday woman. And so here we are with our first suit. This is actually a halter top hipster pant that is a separate. And a separate is a great way to mix and match tops and bottoms in different sizes to find your own custom fit. The second fit tip I have is actually a one piece that is a beautiful shape, has a very deep plunging neckline, which will help take the eye off the other parts you don't want to show, and also a belted middle, which helps everything work out just perfectly.
Okay, well, what makes a great bathing suit design? Is it the dark colors versus the bright colors? What is it?
I think some of the trends, much like the nice lines of an automobile, are about fit, form, and function. And as long as the suit fits you well, that it's a good suit. I'm going to show you a couple of trends now that actually help you accentuate your figure even further. First is a triangle tie side, which is a color block silhouette that is mix and match with bright colors to accentuate your bust line and make your bust line seem bigger. And then one of the hottest trends this season, the monokini. The monokini is a one-piece cutout that is embellished and is cut out in the center to elongate your torso and make you look hotter and sexier.
With all the great bodies you design for, we really want to know, what do you personally use for inspiration when creating a new line of swimwear?
Well, living in Miami Beach, I have the lovely pleasure of working at a place like this, which is the Raleigh Pool here in South Beach. So I'm inspired by travel, by being here in Miami Beach, and just going to vintage stores and collecting old vintage garments.
Very good. Now, you know, the show is called The Balancing Act, right? So with such a busy schedule, how do you find the time to balance everything you do?
I tell you, for me, I think it's just having a good balance between work and pleasure and loving what you do. And for me, I love to design swimsuits. So if you're looking for something that still has a heart left, look for Red Carter.
Well, thank you so much for your time. We really do appreciate it. Where can we get some more information?
You can find more information at Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week Swim, which is July 17th, at mbfashionweek.com or redcarter.com.
All right, thanks so much, Red. Next, we'll show you how a simple word can safeguard your treasures.
Taking a road trip with your family this summer? Save 10% on your next weekly car rental at Dollar Rent-A-Car. This coupon is yours along with other coupons worth over $200 when you schedule your next stay at Country Inns and Suites. Featuring 450 locations in North America, free breakfast, free in-room high-speed internet, and kid-friendly swimming pools. So book your stay and upload movies and photos from your vacation for all your relatives to see at www.seeyouontheporch.com.
Well, locks have been around for centuries. Throughout the years, locks have evolved from oversized, crude wooden designs to high-quality, elaborate ornamentation for courts and cathedrals to safeguard their treasures. As the empires across the world developed through time, so did their needs for safety and protection. Locks today are, well, essential for pretty much any and everything that needs safeguarding. Corporations, banks, and governmental institutions count on sophisticated electronic safety systems and high-tech vaults. For our personal needs, we need portable locks like this little guy you see right here to protect our valuable belongings. Well, today, say goodbye to Grandpa's classic lock and hello to word lock, which instead of using numeric dials, uses words, which when you really think about it, so much easier to remember. Welcome, Todd and Ron Beisch. You come at a great time to talk to us about these locks, because here on The Balancing Act, when we introduce a product, we really do our homework and research on the product. When we were doing our research on locks, I could not believe that numeric dial locks have been around for 200 years.
Yeah, it's really amazing. The first numeric dial lock was created hundreds of years ago.
Yeah.
And there really are no other products that we use today that are 200 years old, not affected by technology, and that are quite so old.
I know. Think about the cell phone. Think about vinyl. All of these changes that have been made through the ages. Why not locks, right?
I agree. You know, in 5 years, we believe that all locks will be word locks, that number locks are a thing of the past. They're going to go away. And people will be using word locks because they're so much easier to remember than numbers.
Why have we been stuck for so long with the numeric dial lock?
Well, they served their purpose back then when they were invented in the 1800s, but it really took sophisticated computer software to be able to create a lock like this that can spell thousands of 4- and 5-letter words, and this lock here has 100,000 letter possibilities. So kids can not only spell lots of fun words, but they can also spell expressions like LOL kinds of things and laugh out loud kinds of things. Just as important as the words that the lock does spell are the words that the lock doesn't spell.
No bad words.
No bad words.
Okay.
So we've made sure that the locks spell lots of great words, but do not spell the bad words, so it's safe for parents and kids.
You know, speaking of parents, I'm a parent of 3, and I think having a lock like this is so great because, especially for my 7-year-old, it teaches him responsibility. It teaches him how to take care of his things. Are you finding that with more parents as well, that they're reaching out to you with that kind of input?
Yeah, absolutely. And in fact, parents are really enjoying these locks for themselves. Moms can use these padlocks at the gym. Kids can use these padlocks at school to protect all of their possessions. And we also make locks for bikes, so you can use the bike lock and it spells words. And we have a a luggage lock that you can use on your suitcases when you go to the airport. The locks will not be cut off because these are TSA-approved luggage locks, and they also make 4-letter word combinations, so you'll never forget your combination again.
And what's great, too, is you have a bilingual lock.
Right, right. Since words are our natural form of communication, if Spanish is your native language, then Spanish words are your natural form of communication. So we have a lock that's en español, and it spells thousands of Spanish words. And again, no bad words in Spanish as well.
Perfecto. If people want to find out more about where they can purchase this lock, talk to me about that.
The locks are available at selected Target stores, at Walgreens, Sears, and Kmart, and of course on Amazon.com.
Great.
All right. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Coming up right here tomorrow on The Balancing Act, a car sponge with built-in technology that is so easy and fun to use. You'll save time and money by not going through gas station car washes. And a mother discusses eating disorders and her daughter's distorted views on what a healthy body and mind really are. Also, tips from a home security expert on how to keep your condo burglar-free. I'm Danielle Knox. We'll see you next time.
Air travel for The Balancing Act provided by Southwest Airlines.